ESPN F1 interviews. Today we're going to be interviewing TD, owner of or team principal of Williams Formula One team. Um,
Yep.
so a lot of people in the media have been asking, how do you feel about the current state of the FIA and the Formula One league itself?
The league has been for the past two races it's been the same. It's has been kind of horrible. I think Slime hasn't been doing the best of his job. And that obviously he could improve a lot of things, but right now it's not looking too good for the league. But if we can turn it around this week, it's obviously gonna be great.
Okay, and this is a lot more question. Or there's another question that's been asking. What's your opinion on FIA officials being able to drive in the league?
I don't think they should be able to drive in the league. I don't think they should be able to own teams as well. It's going to be very biased if they own, and I just don't think it's going to be in the greatest interest of the league if you drive and own a team if you're an FIA official.
Yeah, that's what most other people have been saying. Is what Jacob said. Um,
Yeah.
so, and how do you feel about Williams Formula One team right now? What's the current state of Williams Formula One team?
Williams Formula One team, it has been great. I've loved working with them as I am a co-owner right now as I'm with VCarb. But it's been amazing. I really think Leo and Jacob can go really far in this league. They were P1, but unfortunately they did quality results. They were P1 for a bit in that race, in last race yesterday. So it's unfortunate, but they're really good drivers, and I think there's many special things to come this season and next season for Williams.
Yeah. Okay. What do you? That's another question I was asking. Uh, there's been gonna be rumors. There's rumors about you, um, uh, transferring from VCarb to just being Williams Formula One team, actual team principal. Is that true?
For this season, no. I'm staying with VCarb for the remainder of this season. But next season, I am leaving VCarb for Williams, and I've talked to Marcus about that. He's totally fine with that. So yeah.
Okay. The media really wanted to clear that up. So, also, I just want to talk about Leo for a second. How do you feel about last weekend where the slime thing happened? How do you feel about the
Um,
Williams and Mercedes penalty?
that was Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, Canada.
Canada. Yeah. Um, I don't know exactly what happened. I've like heard like glimpses of it. I think it was trolling or something. But I'm not really sure what happened. I think it's unfair. I'm not even sure what Mercedes did. I think it's very unfair. But of course, Leo was in the points, super happy about that on his debut. He should have been P5, but he was P7. And
I heard.
I Jacob was P6, I think, or he was P6. Leo was he was P5. Leo was P6. So we would have had double points if it wasn't for penalties and quality grid. So I think we should just move forward. We got points for the team, but move forward from that.
Also, um, about Leo, how do you feel about getting driver of the day in his first race? That's the first person to ever do that.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure if he's the first person to do that, but I think it was incredible. Not sure if it was his name that got him it, but for me, I voted him. I think the whole entirety of the Williams team voted for him. Points on debut is always something, is always an amazing thing, and he did that. So I'm super proud of him. He's an amazing driver.
Yeah. A lot of people in the media have been supporting Leo. They love Leo. They love his questions. They love his answers. They say he is a mini Kimi Räikkönen. So
Yeah. Yeah. Leo is a really important part of this team. He's very important to this team. Of course, he brings points. He drives for us. But we're super happy to have him here. He's been really good since we got him.
okay, and um, what's your feeling about? We just heard this like 10 minutes ago. How do you feel about ESPN now being able to stream F1 races?
I think it's very nice. You can it's going to bring a lot more people into the server, a lot more drivers as well. I think it's also like added some realism to it. That's super important in this league. Um, so I think it's very good. Everyone can see our team's success and what we do to make this team great, make Williams great, and yeah, I'm super happy about it. It was in the workings for a bit, but happy about that.
Um, so, what is your feeling about ESPN? Maybe there's been rumors in the media that ESPN may be going to F2 coverage. What is your feeling on that?
Um, this is one of the. I think this is the first time I heard of that. F2 coverage. I think. Wait, are they just gonna do F2 or like F1? I'm not.
Both
I've
of
just
them.
heard of
Both of
this.
them. Both of them.
Oh, both of them. I think that's great. Obviously, I own High Tech. I also race for them. I think it's super good that they're being F2's being added into this great project. I think it's gonna make it as popular as our F1 league. So yeah, super happy about that.
Yeah. Also, how do you feel about So, we've been looking into it, and we found out Rafi has stepped down from being F2 owner to just race in just or I think he stepped down. I don't know if he stepped down from being a driver. I think he did. So he could be an
He still
F2.
races. He still races. But he stepped down. I think I'm not really sure what happened behind the scenes, but Rafi was a
But
great F2 owner.
behind the scenes, what happened
Um,
was there was a suggestion and a rule got put into place for FIA officials cannot race. I think it was so.
mm, yeah, so Leroy is going to be owning F2 now, so I think it's going to be great. I think, but Rafi was really good at like results, standings. He got that out as quick as he can. So sad about Rafi leaving F2 ownership, but excited for Leroy to join.
I see. Okay. Well, um, I just so basically, there's been a lot of things in the media about so there was Sven got rumored to move into Red Bull. Those were canceled out. And then there was a surprise that, like, hold on, let me check again, and just to make sure it's true. There was a surprise about, uh, Presence replaced Slime as Frico TP owner for season 2. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Think I don't really know how to feel about it. I think Slime moving to Red Bull is kind of. I feel like he was going to be Ferrari for a few seasons, so it's kind of weird. I don't think Sven is going to leave Ferrari, so that's also weird to me. Um, Preston stepping in to Ferrari is also. I think it's a good fit. I think Mercedes, with the Gabriel thing earlier, I think Gabriel screwed him over with the team and lost almost everyone, and like their drivers and stuff. So I think Presence is going to have a shot of having one of the best drivers in this league, Sven, on his team with Ferrari. So I think the grid is definitely shaping up for season 2, and I think it's going to be an interesting off season, like that 2 week break until we race again in season 2.
So, are you guys? So, there's been also some other rumors in the media that some ESPN folks wanted me to ask you. Um, there's been rumors about Jacob stepping down for season 2 to not not like a driver, like he's leaving Williams and then you are gonna sign another driver too. Is that true?
Um, will not be disclosing that. I think it's definitely a possibility that that could be happening. Um, I think yeah, it's a possibility. I'm not going to go into that. I'm working on it behind the scenes. Every race matters. It's what I've been telling these guys. So yeah, I'm not going to go over that if
Yeah,
about Jacob leaving.
that's okay. That's okay. I understand it would be a sensitive topic for the whole media.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that wraps up our interview. Do you have any other statements you would like to say to the press?
Yeah, Williams. It's going to be a great team next season. We're going to do many great things, pushing for podiums, pushing for wins. So yeah, Williams. It's going to be one of the best teams next year. I truly believe that. So yeah, be ready for Williams.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you TD for coming out here to do this interview.
Thank you, Mikey.
I'll see you guys.